the end of the day, filmmaking, is a collaborative process anyway. So I mean, imagine it's always good.
More than anything I've ever done. I mean, I always say, we were joking that those are like it's a chain of people, and the actors might be it's a chrome-plated link, but it's exactly the same thing. It's the same fabric, it has the same breaking strain, and you really are all very much dependent on each other. And that's what's so beautiful about film. It really is. Nobody's more important than the other because you take away an element, then you don't have a chain. It's done.
Absolutely. So many of the films you've made have found distribution in the home entertainment market, which these days is just no bad thing, especially where action and horror thrive. Obviously, as an actor, bigger the release, the better. But as a producer, obviously you need to think a bit differently. From a business perspective, have you concentrated on producing films, perhaps specifically targeting that market, or is your intention at the moment to produce anything a bit bigger?
I think the thing is you want to make sure you can make a profit in the sense of anything above what it's cost to make and put out. But it's not profit in the bottom line sense. It's profit in the sense if you don't lose money for the investors and you can keep making films. But when I'm talking about what we're doing and producing, for example, I won't sell domestic rights. I'm not going to be getting into handing over certain things that don't allow the potential of something to become greater than we hoped for, or not hoped for, but if you start, I see a lot of producers, they sell domestic rights here, then everywhere they get, they get rid of this territory, they give exclusives to that. And I'm thinking, why would you possibly do that? You could basically just diminish every possibility this film has of growing. It's just say, was a surprise hit or a runaway success. You just stopped it before it had a chance. So I think you have to be careful. Say, for example, where you would release, or where would you, for example, on the pre-sale side of things, as a producer. And actually, your comment about being home entertainment not being a bad thing, it's interesting because I'm finding more and more people understanding that because we sit at home with our 60-inch TVs, and like say, say for example, Death Race came out with number 3 in America.
Yeah.
That's number 3 in the main charts. That's still a huge amount of profit. And so it's interesting that the perspective is changing and people are understanding it. But of course, having a theatrical release and it being, say, number 1 movie is a buzz more than anything. It's fun. And it's really good for the career.
Absolutely.
At the same time, making a film is making a film, and I don't have a concept that some people do, and I've worked with them, but some people have a concept of it, others don't. Of giving a different game or a different level of your commitment based upon either the budget of the film or its home, whether it be home entertainment or theatrical. I don't have a concept of my output. My output's the same. My commitment to the project is the same. So, for me, I look at it, I think maybe it's because I'm British, I came, London born, and I'm so lucky to be doing it. I mean, genuinely, it's not just, for the purpose of the interview. I mean, I genuinely feel blessed and lucky to be doing it. So, it's a case of, I know that profit means I can do it again. And profit means that somebody enjoyed it. So, you're achieving. For me, it's personally driven by, I like to bump into people and say, hey man, I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
It's fun. You did wreck someone's night. And then the other thing is, the investors are happy because they made their money and more. So
Yeah.
it means you can go play again and make another film.
Obviously, Luke, you've worked with Guillermo del Toro on Hellboy and Blade 2. Are there any plans to work with him again? At the moment, at least.
I don't know. He said to me once, we'll always work together when we did Hellboy, but I hope so. I love working with him, and he always makes it. It's like a masterclass in film every time you work with Guillermo. One, I love him very much as a person. I have a huge soft spot for him because he's without doubt responsible for, I don't know, a little bit of leverage I have in the industry as far as at least I get to work almost every day, and he has a lot to do with that. His belief in me, and I love working with him. I love watching his knowledge. Like he never ever guesses on set. So I just watch his. He's a master what he does. He understands filmmaking. He understands film, and he's also a huge fan of the history of film, and also I guess like a
see what the future holds.
Yeah, I mean, he said in some ways we'll always work together, and I hope that that's true because I really love working with him. But we'll see.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Luke. Pleasure speaking.
I really appreciate your time, Adam. Thank you, mate.
Thanks.